Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I'm actually doing my morning video, uploading it. I actually did it in my streaming software, so it takes, a good bit of time in there, but there were some important things that I needed to put into that, so I needed to use the whole capabilities of what I can do. Rayfield Wright passing last night, that was one that kind of really struck at home hard on to me. And doing some things differently. In fact, in that video, I have an announcement about one of the things that I'm going to be doing to help give back and stuff. And I'll have more details on that tonight. But while I was working on that, we had, of course, our
Da-da-dunt, da-da-dunt.
Damn, Gina.
update with a great idea. It's in my words, the Dallas Cowboys are more reactive than proactive. They are literally scrambling now, trying to figure out what we're going to do. We have screwed the pooch. We have screwed the pooch as far as wide receivers go. We let Cedric Wilson go. We didn't even get good compensation, as we see all of what other players are getting. I'm not saying that Amari Cooper's worth several first-round picks or anything like that, but he's worth more than a fifth-round pick, especially when you looked at Smith from Miami getting a third round, and then you heard about Cooks them wanting a second, and it's kind of like, we only got a fifth. And so now, of course, the Cowboys are kind of scrambling, trying to find that receiver. And you can see they're turning up all these rocks and stuff. And in the end, they'll probably have to draft one, which means that's another hole that we can't fix. And, of course, this is making. They're the ones that screwed this one up. Plain and simple. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So this was shared to me from Gina. This is a proposed trade, and okay, there's no way, no how that this trade is going to happen, okay? This doesn't even make sense to do this, to say we got rid of Amari Cooper and then to make a trade like this. The idea is they're thinking, because where we're sitting, that the Steelers may want our draft pick to go ahead and be able to draft a quarterback. So they could kind of move back a little bit, get a quarterback and so on, and get some extra picks. So what they're proposing is that the Dallas Cowboys exchange first-round picks with the Steelers and give up like a fourth and a fifth to be able to move up, because here's what they're thinking. They're thinking that USC Trojan, London, I'm sorry, I can't remember his first name, is a Mike Evans type wide receiver, a possession wide receiver. So they're saying that the 6'5", okay, 210-pound frames would be great to have as a big guy, be able to catch the football. And I'm not saying that he isn't a big body that wouldn't help the team, but here's the problem. We're now talking about giving up 3 picks, including your first-round pick, for a receiver when we don't have a guard. We need a center, and we need a swing tackle. We need a defensive lineman. We need a linebacker, and we need an edge rusher. So, and this is where I'm going through with this. In terms of what it would cost, the Pro Football Focus Simulator thinks that a package of Cowboys first-round pick, as well as Dallas fourth and fifth-round picks, would give an 84% chance of this being accepted by the Steelers. If they throw in another late-round pick, and say the 2023, that it would be closer to 95%. In other words, Steelers fleece the Cowboys so they can move up to get this guy. That there's no guarantee that he'll be there when we draft. Because, see, nobody thought CeeDee Lamb was going to fall to us, but he did. And there's so many variables in here. If anything, the thing the Cowboys need to do is move up for a wide receiver. Because having all the wide receivers in the world won't mean crap if you can't protect your quarterback. Let's be clear. I remember when they ended up going for the New York Giants, ended up getting Brandon Marshall. They got Brandon Marshall, and they had Odell Beckham Jr., and they had Sterling Shepard. And they're like, oh, my God, all those weapons out there for Eli Manning. Man, how you going to stop all those guys? I said, their offensive line stinks. He's not going to have time to throw them the football. And that's exactly what happened. He got the crap beat out of him, and he could not use those weapons. And here's where we are with the we must fix the offensive line because, see, here's the thing. The quarterback has time. Quarterback has time. You can take an average receiver. The quarterback has 4, 5, 6 seconds. They're going to have great numbers because that quarterback has time to get him the ball. You can have a great receiver out there, but if the quarterback only has 2 seconds, he ain't getting him the ball. And so this is more of the bullcrap suggestions that the Cowboys should go get. And, even when we think about, the Cowboys, getting Brandon Cooks with a second round, if that's what it took, would have made more sense because then you could at least say, okay, we got a competent receiver that we know we can plug in right now that's not going to have the rookie curve. And we still have our first-round pick and our fourth and our fifth-round pick as well, and a later pick in the next draft. You'd have to pay him, which is something that Jones just don't want to do. But this is not the solution moving up to grab a receiver. You need more bodies. If anything, your bet is an opportunity. Trade back and get a couple of these great offensive linemen, or trade back, get an offensive lineman and a receiver. This draft is full of wide receivers. Anthony Brown was not a first-round draft pick. Just letting you know. All right, good people. It's Friday. Don't forget our live stream tonight. And we'll have a lot more stuff for you. Like I said, tonight I'll have DMV here with us, and we are going to be doing something new that will definitely help a lot of others, and we'll have more details on that tonight. That being said,
Our coach here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to say is